What in the world? Something seems to have been draining power from the TARDIS. I better go check it out. What? It's flatline all over again. Hey guys, Tivo2 here. Back with another episode of my TARDIS tutorial. This episode you may have seen in that beginning skit. We're basically going to do the size changing of the TARDIS. In the future, when I make kind of an improved power system, I want it to relate to the power. So, for example, in like Name of the Doctor, when the TARDIS was the dead one, it was like really huge because the internal dimensions were screwed up or something. And in Flatline, when it got drained of power, it shrunk. And I don't know, I just want to do something kind of similar to that, but I'll have to wait till I do my improved power system. But for the moment, I just have a control in the console right here, and you can see it's just called size. And if we press it, exterior size changing enabled. Use the chameleon circuit to change. So we go to the chameleon circuit control, press this, exterior size set to tiny, and if we head back outside, you can see that indeed it's just a little candle. I thought it kind of looks like a little mini police box, so that's pretty funny. It doesn't really work for any other exteriors, it just makes it a little police box. But if we change it again, set to small, I've teleported the TARDIS in here just so that we can see it. Now it's set to small, and you can see little chunky semi-police box thing. It's a blue box with a light on it, close enough. If we change it again, it's got one more size, which is large, and yeah, it's just this big thing that really just resembles kind of the TARDIS I used in the beginning of the series more than anything. You can add more detail to this if you really want to. I probably won't for the time being, just because it's a lot of falling blocks to make this huge TARDIS. And then finally, if we press it one more time, exterior size set to normal, exterior set to police box, and it'll just set it back to normal. So how does this all work? Well, it kind of is similar in principle to the chameleon circuit and to the cloaking system more accurately. So I did make something else similar to that, and I kind of ran out of space near here, so I just made it inside this ravine. And it's, very similar looking to that cloaking control. So what it's doing first is just executing if that warped button is powered, and if so, it's teleporting the chameleon cycler down to here, to this exact block here. When it goes here, it powers this, which literally all it does is says that the size changing is enabled. Use the chameleon circuit to change it. Obviously, you can make that message whatever you want, and then as you change the chameleon circuit, it'll teleport it over to these next parts, and this is basically just a basic chameleon circuit command, summoning a falling block, which is a blue candle, and it'll just say exterior size set to tiny. So yeah, it's as simple as that for the small one, and they just get gradually more complex. When it's set to small, it's just blue concrete and a torch, which is, I made it a little smaller just by sinking it into the block a little more. And then this is for the large one. Basically just the same stuff, just making a big square of it. And basically the scale I went by, I guess, was that a 2 by 2 by 2 cube of blocks would equate to like one block, and then imagining this as the TARDIS, it would be something like that with a teeny little sea lantern on the top. So that's basically how that goes. And so yeah, you just do like that, and just do one for each of the four corners, and then again, same thing, but one block higher, and again, one block higher, and I did it about 4 times, and at the very top, like I said, the little sea lantern, just right there in the center, and it's also slightly sunk into the blocks to make it a little smaller. And then the final thing is that it'll finally come here, and it'll say exterior size set to normal, and then it'll teleport the chameleon cycler back to where it needs to go, back to the normal police box. But yeah, just to demonstrate it one last time, size changing enabled, which kind of removes the exterior, and then you press this, there you go, there's your little candle, your tiny, there's your small, like I said, sunken into the block for the torch, just to make it a little smaller because it kind of sticks up high otherwise, but there you go, teeny chubby TARDIS I guess, and then massive big TARDIS. So yeah, that's really all there is to it. I've been Tbo2. Be sure to subscribe, to follow my Instagram, Tbo2YT, to follow my Twitter, which is also Tbo2YT, to join my Discord, and lastly, to have a nice day. Goodbye.